At Peabody, I don't really remember just how long we were in that apartment before we got the school housing. But the word came down that the school housing was available. It was right close to the end of the time that we had been able to say we think we're going to move, so we could move without having to pay another month's rent in the apartment. So boy, when they called us, we got right with it and moved. It turned out we moved a little quicker than they ever supposed we could or would. And they said, well sorry, but we weren't really that ready for you because there's no refrigerator in the little school housing unit. Didn't gain a lot of space, but you weren't upstairs anymore. With kids, that's nice. They said, we'll get you a refrigerator. Don't worry. So we were there maybe, I don't know, maybe a day and a half. They brought a refrigerator in. Wasn't exactly what we were expecting. Darn thing came out of a science lab somewhere. They'd had specimens in there and formaldehyde. Not a good smell. They said, okay, we know that, but we're bringing some stuff that'll deodorize. And they did a pretty good job. But we could always smell that other not-so-good smell, even though it wasn't bad enough that it contaminated the food or anything. It's still a little not quite what we had in mind. But that's only half the story. The other thing was we didn't even know that there were refrigerators still running that were so old. It was a GE, and it ran well, cooled well. But it was a big sucker, and the motor sat on top of the unit. You see it turning up there. Did a good job. Had no idea how old it was. I'd seen pictures somewhere of refrigerators with the motor on top, but I never expected to be eating food out of one. Well, Donna got a job working for the A&D office, Admissions and Dispositions office, same kind of office that I ran over there in Japan. And my sister came down, and she was taking care of the kids for us in the little on-campus housing. Worked out pretty well. I don't remember just how long she was with us, but my oldest son, who was just a preschooler at that time, he remembers very clearly and tells me, Dad, I remember you jumping all over Aunt Grace, my sister, when she saw some black people and used a bad word and was saying kind of disparaging things, and you jumped all over and told her, hey, that'll be the last of that, or you're on a bus going back to Kansas. I don't remember that, but I'm not at all surprised that I'd do that. Not at all. Well, then, not too long after that, Donna tells me a story that she had an ironer, a lady that was coming in and ironing for us, and that I came home and the lady was dipping snuff, and I said, that'll be that. You don't bring her back in this house. We're not having our kids exposed to snuff dipping. Guess I wasn't very tolerant about some things at all. She didn't bring her back. Well, then we found out that there was an on-campus, I guess you'd call it a nursery school. Preschool, maybe. And it was being used as part of a training program to prepare preschool and nursery personnel. It was part of the educational setup. Didn't cost us very much, and the kids liked it. And my sister wasn't needed anymore. She went back to Kansas. I needed sometime ask her what her memories were of being in Nashville and living on campus at Peabody. You know, what was really good about the Peabody experience was just that we were together. After months of being separated, and then Donna and the kids getting to come over to Japan, and before she even got there, they sent me on up to the front in Korea. Of quite a little bit of anxiety in a situation like that. What was really nice is we were together, all four of us, every morning, every evening, every night. We were family. Family, family, family is hard to beat. It's hard to beat then. It's hard to beat now. Peabody was good for us spiritually, physically, mentally, good in every way.